So they say he is unserious, but somehow he's always right. King Wanda jokes, observes, exposes, and laughs again. A comedian with a prophet's mouth. Is he just funny or is he playing the smartest game in the house? Let's talk about King Wanda. If there's one housemate that keeps catching people off guard this season, it has to be King Wanda. At first glance, you might think he's just unserious, playful, and always joking. But the more you watch him, the more you realize that this guy is very aware, very observant, and extremely intentional with his words. I wonder where he has been all this while that we are just noticing him right now. King Wanda has mastered the art of saying the truth wrapped in humor. Yes, he laughs, he jokes, he exaggerates, but inside all that comedy, there's always a message. Sometimes it lands softly, sometimes it lands like a jab, but never malicious. And that's exactly why many housemates tolerate him, they laugh with him, and even listen when he speaks. One thing that stands out about King Wanda is how comfortable he is with people. He's the kind of person that can walk into a group, feel awkward for 5 minutes, then suddenly become the center of attention. He has even admitted that making friends wasn't easy for him growing up. And you can see how self aware he is now. So instead of forcing friendships, he simply avoids people who clearly don't like him. And honestly, that level of emotional intelligence is rare in the BB Mzanzi house. When it comes to interactions with fellow housemates like Millie and Dube, Wanda doesn't pretend. He reads energy well. He may joke around them, but he's already clocked that not everyone genuinely vibes with him, and it's okay with that. No bitterness or no reaction, no, just acceptance. Now let's talk about Wanda's prophet side. The way he speaks sometimes feels like he's preaching, predicting, or declaring things into existence. Whether he's teasing housemates about relationships, calling out emotional attachment, or jokingly assigning people future roles in his life, King Wanda always sounds like someone delivering revelation. That's why viewers joke that he talks like a prophet because he often says what people are thinking but are too scared to say. So his take on relationships in the house is another reason people find him interesting. Wanda doesn't just flirt blindly, he observes dynamics. He has shown that he can tell when emotions are genuine and when someone might be playing the game. So where he softly warned Bully B about to me, but possibly using emotions as strategy, that wasn't comedy. That was game awareness. He sees patterns and he calls them out. Even his relationship with alcohol, sometimes something he jokes about, often adds to his character. He describes it as inspiration, but what it really shows is how comfortable he's been unfiltered. King Wanda doesn't over polish himself. What you see is what you get: flawed, funny, dramatic, honest. In fact, he's very funny. Another thing working in Wanda's favor is that he doesn't hold grudges. Whether it's jokes that don't land well or moments of awkwardness, he moves on quickly. So that makes him easy to live with in a confined space like the Big Brother house. So King Wanda is not just comic relief, he's a social commentator inside the house, a mirror that reflects people's behavior back to them. Sometimes with laughter, sometimes with discomfort. He understands the game. He understands people, and most importantly, he understands himself. And that's why, whether housemates admit it or not, and whether viewers love or tolerate him, King Wanda may actually stay longer in this game than many expect. Because in a house full of pretense, the man who jokes but tells the truth always stands out. What are your thoughts? Drop them in the comment section and let's talk.